Alright, hello everybody, this is Zax299, another brand new indie game that we've never heard of, out on Steam, $6.99 in American currency with no discount its first week. This is a 4x-in game where you gotta try to take your 4x rig. You can actually, spec it up over time as you earn money and buy it new wheels, new engine parts, upgrade the suspension, all that good stuff. Crawl over rocks and try to get through these flag areas, these flag gate areas, to beat each level and progress through 10 levels that the developer has, and then evidently you can go into an editor and edit your own levels, make your own levels. However, the editor for me, every time I actually try to create something and I try to test it out by putting the car there and driving, which is the Q key in the editor, it shows you all the all the functions, the game locks up on me and it won't put the car out there and it just frees up on me. So unfortunately, I haven't been, had any success at all with the editor. So the editor for me right now, at least for me, is a fail. But once you play the game, you can go to the garage at any time. If you ever wreck your car and you can't afford to fix it or whatever, as you do your levels, you're gonna take damage to your car, and that shows that right here. Car service status level, that'll go down, and then you gotta buy service, and this service only does like so much percentage increase. So like if you're at 20, you might have to buy 2 or 3 services to get it back up to 100%. Think of it as like a healing potion or whatever, and it only does so much healing. So then you can go into your engine, and you can check all your oil and stuff like that, but it says I'm at 100%. So in the garage as well, you can change your color by coming up here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and it looks like I've already reset the game, but anytime you can reset the game or reset the car if you need to. But I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change my color. Let's change it to blue. Let's go a little darker blue though. There we go. That looks good. So one of the first things you want to do though that I found is actually buy these big tires for 400 credits. That will help you a lot, but you don't really need to right at the start. I'm going to show you the first level real quick. So let's go ahead and jump back here. And let's jump into the first level. Now I want to go ahead and show you kind of how janky even the menu option here is. So for like sound here, if I click this, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't turn my sound off. To actually turn my sound off, I actually have to come in here now. Now my sound's off. Okay, so this is your sound. This would be like your engine sounds and everything, I believe. And then this is your music. So that's what that is. This is your music bar. It doesn't really tell you that that's your music bar, but that's what that is. And then this is your engine sounds and in-game sounds, on or off. But it's kind of janky. Like if I click it, sometimes it just goes right back on. And then if I move this, it'll go off for me. And then if I click it again, it'll go back on. So if you can't get your sound to go off, if you want it off for some reason, just click it. And then it won't go off. Move your music up or down, and then it'll go off. And then if you want it back on again, click it. That's what I mean. The game is really kind of janky. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and start level 1. And it takes a minute to load, so if it takes a few seconds, it doesn't tell you that it's loading anywhere or anything like that. And that's what I mean. This game is not an early access game. The developer didn't label this as an early access game. So, it's just really, really raw and rough around the edges. So I would do the yellow route first. You can choose whichever one you want, but I would do the yellow route one first. And you come through here and you can hit Q and E to change your gears. Like I hit E and I'm going a little faster now. The problem here is like you can use your left mouse button to move your camera around, or you can just kind of click it and sometimes it'll change. But the problem here with moving your camera around is sometimes you run into stuff like this, or you'll run behind a rock and you can't see, or the camera just kind of takes off on its own. So the cameras are really, really bad in my opinion. Now you can get up here with these small wheels, but it's not exactly easy. So you come up here, we've already went through the first one. Now we got to come up through the second. Actually, we already went. The second one's right there. We got to come up through the third one. And if it doesn't go, hit K to go into 4-wheel drive. I need to back up here because I need to go down this way. And stuck already. This is where the bigger tires really help you out, but if you mess with it enough, you'll actually get through. So that is, see what I mean, the cameras? So this is what I'm talking about. The camera is just all over the place. I'm trying to just rotate it around, and instead I'm getting just crazy a mess. So you keep moving over here. We're going to come up this rock. We're going to hit the 4th gate. And you're supposed to try to do this as fast as you can to score maximum points. And then you come up here. Here's another one. And then I thought, yeah, right here is the final one. Finish. So you come through here, you'll finish. It'll give you a score to tell you it took me 1 minute. And seems like no matter, I've already tried this several times. Seems like no matter what, I always get like 29.97 or 29.99 or 29.98. No matter what for that one. So now we're going to go to the garage, see how much damage we did to our vehicle. See, we did 25% damage. We did earn some credit, so I'm going to go ahead and buy a service. Now we're up to 95%. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these tires next. So yay, that'll help. So another thing you can do that I noticed, guys, is you can actually go in debt. I don't know how far to let you go into debt, but these tires are different types of tires, so you don't have to go progressively 1, 2, 3. You can buy 3 right off the bat, and that'll actually give you the best tread. Cost you 250 credits. Notice I only have 50 credits left, but if I hit 3, it'll say, do I want to confirm it? I hit it. Now I'm at a negative 200 debt, and I got my high tread wheels. Look how weird they look. All right, so anyway, well, let's go ahead and go back now with our $200 debt. I guess we got a loan from our friend or something, but it does show your new wheels here from the title screen and the color and everything, so that's pretty cool, I guess. So now we need to come back to level 1, and it looks like you got to do both the yellow and the red to pass level 1 before you can move to level 2. I haven't even been to level 2 yet. I've just been playing around with this. So gate 1 is right here. And then I'm going to come up here, make this turn here, go over this little rock here, come up here, and these tires help you out so much. I don't know if you even think you could do this with the small tires. And then once you go through gate 2 here, don't go over the bridge yet. You want to come up this rock here. And if I can see it, see how if I move my camera down behind the truck, you can barely see gate 3. It's just so blurry. But we're going to go ahead and come up here. This part right here is really tricky. If you're not careful, you'll get your car all screwed up there. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and hit K to go into 4-wheel drive. And if you ever forget your controls, you can hit escape, and you'll see that K is 4-wheel drive, L is 2-wheel drive. You know, I can turn my lights on and stuff like that, which is H, and then a high beam if I want that. Change bodies is C. So if I want to change the bodies, which that kind of looks cooler, that's your only 2 options, at least at this level. And then my time's going though, so I'm gonna score less and less based on my time. So I'm gonna get going again here. Try to move my camera. I'm stuck. All right, where am I? Okay, it's up there. But I can't get up there from here. I've already tried, so you kind of have to come down here. I don't know if the developer's trying to trick you or what on this level. I kind of like the skyscrapers in the back. They seem kind of out of place, but like I don't really think you'd see skyscrapers that big out here in the rocks. But now notice here, see the camera controls again. Here, the words are backwards coming through this way. So I'm assuming that you have to actually come around here and go through it the right way. That's what I've been doing anyway. Be really careful there, or you'll end up flipping. But I made it. Stupid camera. Hate the camera in this game. So now, that was number 3. And if you come over here, let's see. Yeah. If you come over here, you will see 4 is up here, and 5 is, there's 4. 5 is way over here. So I believe to hit 4, the only way to do that after looking at all this mess is to come back and go over this bridge. Sorry about the camera, guys. I am not doing that. That's part of this game. I'm just clicking the mouse to try to grab the try to grab the camera and move it. And every time I click the mouse, it like changes like that. See, I'm clicking the mouse and it just does what it wants. So the camera could use a lot of work in this game. You gotta be really careful here, or you will get screwed up right in here. Alright, so now you can see that it doesn't want to get on that rock. I'm gonna go ahead and use my winch. Right click. Come on, Winchy. There we go. Right click and hit Y. And that will try to pull you up. And there we go. Alright, so now we're going to try to hit this bridge. You got to be really careful on the bridge too, because if you even get one wheel off, you could be screwed and end up flipping your car upside down. So I would take this bridge kind of slow, but you can go ahead and go faster if you want and help you get over this hump. Alright, so 4 was back to my right, so I'm going to go that way. Alright, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to hit Q to slow my gears down here. Yeah, going too fast. Come on. On. Alright, let's... soon I'm in the camera again. I just hit my left mouse button to... Can I make it up there? Oh! Phew! Lucky. Alright, I have not done this gate yet, so... And then I crashed. I flipped it. So I got to start all the way over. Look at my score, though, guys. I ended up failing. And I scored my highest score yet, 249.6. So the scoring is way out of whack in this game, too. Makes no sense whatsoever. I'm going to go ahead and enter my name as fail because that was a fail, just so I know. Submit my score. And then you kind of have to start all over. And now notice before I could go to level 2. No. So now I have to go back and do the red one again. We'll try it one more time here. But the camera controls are god-awful in this game. I'm just saying. I mean, it looks like it could be a pretty fun game if it had a lot more work, and that's why I would expect this game from the developer to be in early access, like for the developer to acknowledge that there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Cameras, controls, fix all these janky little areas where you get stuck. You know, like right here. Now I'm stuck. I mean, I'm glitching through the ground. I can't move backwards or forwards, but if I hit K to go into four-wheel drive, I can probably move. There we go. But again, I'm stuck again. I'm spinning out. Cameras are not helping me. I can't move backwards or forwards again, so I'm going to try my winch here. Y. Yay. Alright. Go a little faster. Speed up the gears. Don't flip over. We don't want to flip over again. That'll end you right there. Okay, I'm going to slow down. Q. Come through this the right way. Alright. And I don't even know if you have to. Maybe you can pass it either way. I don't know. I have no idea. Because, like I say, it doesn't give you any kind of indicator if you successfully pass through the gate. Okay, so I did have enough speed there, so I got back over that hunch a little bit easier. Be careful! Careful! The problem with this game is as much fun as it looks like it might be in the initial preview video on the Steam page, in action just because of the bugs and the janky controls and the bad camera, it's just not nearly as much fun as it could be, you know? Come on. Okay, slow down. Q. Okay, so that was 4. So now let's turn around if we can. Oh boy. Okay, I thought I was... Turn around. I need to go back the other way. Don't flip. Don't flip. Alright, good. I mean, I'm having a little more fun now that I've actually gotten used to the game. So before you refund it, guys, I would definitely play with it a little bit. I mean, you have, 2 hours to refund a game. So definitely play it at least an hour. I see a lot of people have already, looks like they've given up after like 0.1 hours or 0.2 hours or whatever. So... Oh, I do have... That's gate 5 I need to finish. Where's the finish? Oh, there it is. Okay, so wait a minute. Oh, wow. Okay, so I got to go up that bridge to finish. So I guess I need to go back to the start here. Be the best way to do that. Don't flip. Okay, good. And I probably could get better with the... Oh, no. I could probably get better with the... camera too, with a little more work, but I think the camera could use more work from the developer standpoint. I'm going to use my winch here. Try to pull myself up on the bridge. Why? Come on. There we go. Ah, damn it. I don't want to flip. I'm just going to try to slide over there. Ah, I can't. Alright, so I'll try my winch again. You only get like 4 or 5 different winches though, and then you're done. You're out of winches, so I don't have to go back through these gates. I just need to get to the bottom and get over that other bridge. Alright, so damn camera. Okay, so that other bridge is over here. And to try to do this as fast as you can without flipping your rig would be, you know, take a lot of practice, I think. Nice wrecked car there. Okay, so this is a red finish. I thought I saw something up there. Yeah, there. Okay, so I guess it wanted me to go over all those rocks rather than going back down and coming around. But this looked like the safest way to do this. So this is actually gate 6. Congratulations. So it looks like you don't have to go through the gates the right way or in order. As long as you hit them all, you're done. Like, for example, I ended there with gate 6. I'd already hit the finish down there before. So it doesn't matter what order you're doing them, as long and which way you're going, just as long as you go through them. All right, good to know, because I didn't know that yet. So my score is a 99 there. It's the first time I've actually passed level 1. Back to home page. Now level 2 opens up. We'll take a quick look at that. And I'll try the editor one more time before I end this video. But it's been crashing on me, so choose the red or yellow route. Let's do the yellow route again. Oh, you know, one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to fix up my car. So E. I don't know where I'm going yet, so I don't want to go too fast because I don't even know where the hell I'm going. Okay, it looks like it's up there. Hey, people. I want to show you some of the other car angles as well. U is this camera. You can do a I, and you'll come to this angle here. And then you can also do O, which that gives you like it looks like you're looking out your window back behind you. And you can move the mouse and actually make it look up front, but I don't see a lot of point in this camera angle. And that is some nice cloud effects there. I kind of like that. But I'm going to go back to U here just so I can see better. And I'm sure that I have to cross this rock. Yep, looks like it's up there. Okay. So I actually like this level a lot better than the first level. This level is actually kind of fun. Okay. Ah, damn it. Alright, let's use our winch. There we go. Probably could have done that without using a winch, but... Alright. I don't think I'm in 4-wheel drive yet either. Let's go ahead and hit K to go into 4-wheel drive. Alright. Can I go up that? Oh, wow. No, oh, wait a minute. It says crashed, game over. Oh, come on. I landed that. So, yeah, this game could use some work. We're going to go ahead and go back here. Let's take a look and see how much damage we've done to our vehicle and see how much money we got. I only got 100 credits. I don't know why I finished level 1 and my damage is down to 20%. So, oh, because I was in debt. I forgot about that, buying these tires. I was in debt. So buy a service does only 20%. 60%. So I'm going to go in debt here just trying to service my rig up. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back. We're just going to go ahead and check out that editor real quick, guys. So as you can see, you got 10 levels to work your way through if anybody, you know, has the patience and to work with the cameras and the kind of jankiness of the controls and the bugs and everything that's in this game. It's certainly not perfect. It's very, very raw. And like I say, I'm surprised this game isn't listed as an early access game where the developer's, you know, admitting that there's a lot that needs to be done. Instead, he's released it as a full release, not an early access. So, let's go ahead and go to the editor here real quick and just see if I can actually show you the editor. So the editor, when you come in here, it shows you all your keys to actually place your map here. You have a camera where you can move a WASD or the arrow keys. The problem is here, if you're not careful, you'll end up going through the world with a camera, not be able to see anything. But then you can come around here and you can place stuff with like F1 through F12 to place like yellow flag. So if I want a yellow flag right there, I can do that. And then I can put another one wherever, like right there. Okay. So then, you know, if I want to throw a rock over here, I can do F4. And my rock is absolutely huge. It says F4 is a small rock. That doesn't look like a small rock to me. Large rock is F6. So here's F6. Supposedly that's a large rock there, and that's a small rock. So that's what I mean. The game's just kind of really janky. So now, E to pick up or drop objects. E. 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 No. What the heck's going on? I'm hitting my mouse button and just random stuff is popping in. It's just really weird. Yeah, it's a really weird level editor. I don't know how. Maybe, I guess you just have to play with this for a little bit, guys, to actually see if you can get control over this, because I certainly can't. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go ahead and try to hit Q to start driving and hope it doesn't freeze up on me like it has been. There we go. So it froze up on me like the last 3 or 4 times I tried driving here. But this is kind of fun. If you can come to the editor and you can kind of hit E to speed up and come to, oops, I. This is kind of fun, just coming to the editor and just kind of driving around here, just wherever. E. Nice rock placement I have there. That's a great level. Like I say, I don't even want to begin trying to make it a level with these kind of controls, because the controls are just bad. Let's just say it, they're really, really bad. But you can come to the editor and you can kind of just try to drive around these randomly created terrain here and hills, and that's actually kind of fun. But you will crash. If you crash, it'll just say you crash and you have to start over. So if you're making a level and you haven't saved it, you definitely want to save it before you just take off cross country, I guess. But that's what I'll say. This is actually kind of fun here, just coming to the level editor and just running around this. Now, is this game worth the $7, $6.99 in U.S. currency right now? No, I don't think so. So I'm going to go ahead and give the game my score right now. This is going to be a refund for me, just because, you know, maybe if it was an early access and the developer admitted there was problems with the game and it needs to be worked on, I might hang on to it to see what kind of fixes he put in, or see what kind of development he has over time. So I mean, crashed, even in the editor, you can crash and have your game could be over and you score. That's really weird too. So for this game here, because it's a finished product, I'm not gonna, it's not even, the developer is not even saying it's early access. He thinks this game is done and there's no bugs. He's already responded to my first review that I put up on Steam and said there's no bugs, it was my fault. So I'm going to tell the developer right now, this camera all over the place and going through rocks, and the camera is horrible. That's not my fault. There's a lot of weird things that go on with the game that's just weird, and it's not my fault. The level editor being weird and not user-friendly at all is not my fault. You can make the level editor a lot better than that. I know it's only a $6.99 game, but I gotta grade the game based on how much fun it is and what kind of value I think the game is at its current price. So, value is my highest criteria for scoring any game. It's worth 40 points, 40% of my score. And so out of 40 points, how much do I think the value is at $7.99? Well, to get a good value on a game, I really think you have to be able to get under about $1 an hour. The lower your per hour rate is going to be. So if you can get a game that's going to give you hundreds of hours for even $50, that's going to be a good deal, because, if you can get a AAA game or whatever for $50 and play it for 200 hours, that's a quarter an hour. So that's a great value. Here you got a $7 game that I'm fighting to play it for an hour. So, even if I play it an hour, that's $7 an hour. That's not a good value in my mind. Most people will probably play this game 5 or 10 minutes and be frustrated and quit. So horrible value on this game. I'll give the value a 5 out of 40, and that's about as good as I can do. for this game. I just don't think you're getting a good value. Now, if the developer would admit that it's early access and there's a lot of work and stuff that needs to be done to it, then maybe I could give it a couple of more points in hopes that, that it's going to get better and be a better value over time. But no, 5 out of 40 is the best I can do for value. So my next criteria is fun. It's worth 30 points, 30% of the score. How much fun is the game? Well, I think the last time I graded it, the first time I graded it, I think it gave the fun like a 1 out of 30. It's just not very much fun. It's still not very much fun. It's still more of a headache than it is fun. I don't like the game. I'm gonna refund it. I've played worse games, but this game is just not that much fun. I mean, it's cool to be able to take a 4x over rocks, and supposedly you're supposed to be able to make your own levels, but that looks like a real pain in the ass. And I don't even want to touch that. That sounds like a huge headache. You saw the editor with what I was doing. It doesn't look very user-friendly at all. The game's not user-friendly. There's no indicators for if you're in 4-wheel drive or anything else. You have to actually hit escape and look at that little menu to find out if you're in 4-wheel drive or what gear you're in or anything else. The game is just not user-friendly, and it's not fun. So out of 30 points, the best I can do is maybe 10% of that score. I'll give it 3 out of 30 for fun. Just not much fun. It's more of a pain in the ass to play this than it is fun. I hate to say it, but that's the truth. And next part of the criteria is controls and bugs. It's worth 20% of every score I do on a game. The controls, WASD seems to work fine to move your vehicle and turn. A and D to move forward and backward. But there's all kinds of bugs galore, and the more I play the game, the more bugs I see. For example, the first time I played the game, didn't even go into the editor, and I've already crashed in the editor like 4 times just trying to place my car. You saw the bug, you saw stuff just spawning all over the place. I couldn't pick anything up with the keys that it said, and just crashes. You saw the janky sound here. There's just all kinds of weird bugs. The first time I played the game, I bought tires with $400. I had like $800 and I bought tires for $400. Then I put a suspension or something on, and it took my $400 and it gave me back the small wheels. And then I used my money, but it put it on the suspension, but then it gave me back the small wheels, and I had to buy the big wheels again. Another bug. So the game just has all kinds of really weird and random bugs. If you get stuck in places you shouldn't get stuck in, even in 4-wheel drive, the best I can do for controls and bugs is a 5. 5 out of 20 is the best I can do there. So right now we're at a 8. We're at a 13%, and my last criteria is graphics and sound. Well, the graphics in the game are actually one of the higher points of the game. Granted, they're not perfect, but they're probably the best and the highest scoring of the game. Out of 10 points, what do I score the graphics at? Well, I like the looks of the rocks. I like the looks of the clouds in the distance. The trees look pretty good. And every once in a while, those are pretty good looking rocks. The water doesn't look half bad, and every once in a while you'll actually see like birds flying over, and you'll see the shadows and stuff of the birds. So I'm going to go ahead and give this game a 7 out of 10 points for the graphics and sound. But there's a bird, for example, in this shadow. But that's the least important aspect of any game that I grade. Graphics and sound just don't matter when there's so much more important stuff like the value and how much fun is the game. And that's why those aspects of the game are the most important and worth the most points. So unfortunately, graphics and sound is not 90% of my score like it is for some people that may play these games. So 7 points there. So if you add it all up, you got 5 for the value, you got 3 for the graphics and sound, that's 8, and then I gave it 5 out of 20 for controls and bugs is 13. And then 7 for graphics and sound is a 20%. So 20% is my score. And this is the second time I've taken a look at this game to actually, take a second look at the game. First time I scored at 15%. Second time, a little bit better, but the game is still an ultimate fail. 20% is my score. A definite not recommend for me, and a definite refund. So I want to go and thank you guys for watching. Be sure you put your comments down below. Be sure you rate my video if this video has helped you make a decision on purchasing this game. Let me know down in the comments below, and definitely give me a thumbs up if it's helped you. And you know, be sure you subscribe to me for future videos and indie game reviews for indie games you've never heard of right here on my channel. I also do a lot of Let's Plays for some of the bigger games as well. So thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Zaxter99. See you in the next video. Take care, everybody.